What's going on, everyone? It's your favorite minority from the loud majority, touching base with the bass. Been a rough couple of days for me. I haven't really been recording. I had a personal issue that I was dealing with. Pretty much working out in my own way, and I just didn't really feel like, really didn't feel up to like recording anything new. So I'm finally getting back into the flow. So today's video is actually another reaction video. Like I told you guys, I'm not doing any more actual podcast episodes. I got podcast episode 1, podcast episode 2. I'm up to 39 right now. A lot of them are not on video. Most of them are just on audio. A couple of them, the recent ones, I did video with the audio. But what I want to do is I want to just kind of build the page up a little more and just kind of do shorter videos and just do the reaction videos. And lately, I've been reacting to two people's videos the most: Stephen A. Smith and Patrick Bet David podcast, because Patrick Bet David has some interesting people on his podcast, and I like reacting to some of the things that they talk about, some of the things that they're reviewing. They have a lot of interesting topics for a lot of things that are happening in the world today. So I like to react to those. And then, of course, I like to react to Stephen A. Smith a lot because, well, Stephen A. Smith seems to be extremely red-pilled. And I know that word lately has been getting a lot of flack, and people are saying the red-pill community is one big joke, and it's been a fake and a facade. No, sorry. The red-pill community is the reason why most of us do what we do. So don't try to shit on it now, okay? A lot of you people out there, I'm starting to see, oh, the red pill community was all the front because you got people on certain podcasts being exposed for certain things and all that. Whatever. But let's not sit here and all act like we weren't all being red pilled ourselves at once and using that to now do what we do. Okay, let's not shit on the entire red pill community, because I believe that it's still very necessary. Okay, you can call me the outcast on that, I guess, but I'm sticking with it. Anyway, Stephen A. has been red pill in America, okay? He's been given nothing but facts about the Democrat Party, about how they're going after Trump only because they know they can't beat him. And they don't want him to come back into office because they're terrified that he may use a play out of their book against them. They're terrified of that. They're terrified of him doing the same things to them that they're doing to him. So, the world is pretty much like waking up to what's happening. You still got people that are in denial. I'll get attacked all the time. Oh, you're just stupid. Trump is guilty, blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, you're right. Okay. But most people that have some sort of brain can see exactly what's happening here. Okay. I think we can all see it. They're terrified of this man winning. It's that simple. Okay. It's that simple. So recently, on the Patrick Bet David podcast, former CEO of Roc-A-Fella Records. That's right. Damon Dash. I don't even know if that's really his first name. I'm just saying it because it sounds funny. Dame Dash was recently on that recent episode of the Patrick Bet David podcast. And they were discussing a bunch of different things, a bunch of different topics. And at some point, Trump came up. Okay. Now, I want you guys to remember, I'm only going off the title. I don't watch these videos before I react to them. So this right now is going to be the first time I'm actually watching this video in full myself. So my reactions are genuine. They're not fake. They're real. Now, before we get into this video, I do have to ask you guys to do me a favor, because I forgot to tell you before. I want you guys to go do me a huge favor. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are hitting the subscribe button. And make sure you guys are commenting under any of my videos that you agree with, disagree with. It does not matter. All comments are welcome. If you go underneath my post now, you'll see that there's still posts underneath my videos, comments underneath my videos where people are disagreeing with me, and I'll leave them there. I'm not gonna delete it. I'll let the other people in the comments have at you. You get what I'm saying? So, without further ado, let's get into this video with Dame Dash and Patrick Bet David.
Selfish question. Dame, say whatever you want to this answer, okay? Just want to see what you're going to say.
You do know I'm always going to say whatever I want.
I know you are. I know you
don't
are.
ever have to premise it with
yeah.
well, I don't need the permission.
You don't need any. No one's permission.
I know.
But selfishly for
ask the question.
Okay, Dame. Come on, historian. Here, selfishly.
I'm not a historian. I'm high a lot. I'm very cloudy.
Well, at this point, after spending an hour and a half with you, I'm probably high as well because I've been smelling it for an hour and a half.
Well, I ain't been smoking it, but if I could, I will light
Listen,
up.
if you smoke cigarettes,
here's a question for you. Here's a question for you. Do you know yourself? You don't have to say it. Do you know for a fact yourself who killed Tupac and who killed Biggie?
He's coming.
I've heard.
Patrick is coming up.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, got it.
I mean, all I know is what I saw on the documentary there, but I don't know if I believe any of that shit.
Got it.
ASAP.
Got it.
So like the thing about algorithms is, and what I see, especially with social media and things that pop up on your phone, they just push certain things every day to where it becomes like if you see something seven times or someone tell you something seven times, you memorize it no matter what. Like a song. If you hear a song you hate 7 times straight because your kid likes it, you're going to know the song. So there's things that I don't want to know about all day, but because...
That's true, though, because, like, there's been songs where, like, I first heard a song and I'm like, this song sucks. And then I heard it, like, 20 more times and I'm like, this is the greatest song ever made. It's happened to me so many times, so I could definitely agree on that.
They're put like this Puff situation. Every day, all day, conspiracy be about Puff, conspiracy about Jay, conspiracy about this one, conspiracy about that one, all day long. I'm just happy that I'm not clear if it's true or not because I wasn't around those guys for the last 10 years. And I made the choice for certain reasons. So that should tell you enough.
What was your reason?
I didn't want to get caught up in the gray area. You have to be like, see, when Nancy Reagan did that slogan, just say no, I took it to heart. Just say no. You have to know how to say no.
Be careful with that. She was a Republican. Be very careful.
You gotta know what you're doing is trying to...
I gotta what did Cat Williams say? Puffy likes to party. And you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. That's literally what Cat Williams said in the Shay Shay interview. So
us. And I never said that I'm for or not for. I didn't say that. All I did was there's things about Joe Biden that I'll bring up that I'll say, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in one instance, just because I want someone to...
The problem is, though, too many black people are bringing up Joe Biden's issues that are very, very big problems. Some of these problems are way bigger than the problems that Trump has, because in all honesty, Trump's charges and cases don't hold any type of weight on us as the American people. So if Trump goes to prison, that's not going to mess up anybody in America's lives. What Biden is currently doing in office has an actual effect on our lives. So what pisses me off is that, yeah, you have these black celebrities and CEOs, whatever you want to call them, that come out and they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I know Biden's terrible. He does terrible things. Yes, but you're still trying to tell people why they should vote for him instead of Trump. It doesn't make sense. Everything Biden is doing right now is working against you and me. Nothing that Trump has going on right now is working either for or against you and me. Okay? All his court cases, none of that hold any weight over my life, your life, none of it. Everything Biden does holds weight over our lives. He's quite literally just started World War III the other day. Okay? So what pisses me off about these black celebrities, they'll be like, yeah, but I talk about Biden's bad too. Yes. But when are you going to come out and finally say, listen, you cannot vote for this man? I'm not saying, oh, vote for Trump, but I'm sorry. When are y'all going to start saying, listen, don't vote for Biden, okay? Vote for whoever else you want, but just don't vote for Biden. I'm rarely hearing that.
Validate, and I want to know what their morals are like. So listen to me. If I ask somebody, and this is not a question I ask about Trump, this is because I want to know the nature of the person. If you're doing well and the rest of your crew is not, are you a good boss? Now, there are...
Trump's crew that would be benefiting from him being in the position of president would be the American people. It's not about the people in this cabinet. It's about us. And we were doing better. Sorry.
There are people that will say yes. And then I say, I'm not fucking with that person.
I don't agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's the nature. So for me, again, I look at how people look at things to know how much business I want to
Sure.
do with them.
Yeah.
So if you're a guy that says, yo, if my whole crew goes to jail, that means you're going to sell your crew under the bus. That usually means you're a rat, and it usually means that you're getting people to do the work that you should be doing yourself.
And he stopped working with Jay-Z because why? Because Jay-Z affiliated himself with a rat. The woman who snitched on Griselda Blanco is literally I believe she's like one of Jay's heads at his label. And she was actually pardoned by Trump. You can do some research on that. So that's part of the reason I heard that Dame Dash really doesn't want anything to do with Jay-Z neither.
But I don't want anyone to ever walk away from having an experience with me. Now, look, even though maybe some of the people that I put on aren't having the best lives, but when Jay's not with me, he's a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye, when he chooses to be, is a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Kev Hart, Lee Daniels, Rachel Roy. People don't walk away from me going to jail. They walk away from me going to a bank. Now, is that a good boss?
What?
That's a builder. That's a builder
That doesn't
leader.
even make
Is that a
sense.
good boss?
Jay-Z almost went to jail.
I don't know if I
murder.
define it as a
I mean, not for
boss.
murder,
What do you
but
define a
stabbing.
boss? So we might have two definitions.
Leader.
A
Yeah.
boss
He
isn't a
was
leader?
literally working with.
Not
What are you
necessarily. No, not necessarily. To me, I
You're not gonna like that you said that.
Jay-Z literally almost went to jail for stabbing someone while he was working right next to Dame Dash. So what in the hell is he talking? See, some of these guys just get up here and just say things and think that we don't know their history and their past. Like, Dame, you serious right now, Dame? You're not serious.
You have to lead by example when you're the boss.
I agree.
So how is he not the leader?
Now, some people, when it comes on to
Then that's not a real boss. If a company can't run,
I gotta keep stopping this because Dame, how are you a real boss if you are literally still struggling right now? Like, you're struggling. Like, you get on every podcast and complain about how you're struggling and how you should have this much money and how you should have that much money. But you're talking as if, oh, if you're not a great boss, then I don't respect. Bro, you're struggling. You literally get on every podcast complaining about how you should be here, but you're not there. You're here. What? This guy's crazy.
Without the boss,
we're probably saying the same thing.
If a company
it's just
can't
a
run,
definition for me.
If a company can't, and maybe the words are different.
That's what it is. We're saying the same thing.
But if a company can't run without the boss, you're not a good boss.
Well, when I was 28 years old, I'll tell you this. So Dave.
Everybody, listen to me. I made a record because I'm also in a rock band called The Black Guns, and I have a record out coming out with.
Can he go?
Bro, the irony. You were the CEO of Roc-A-Fella Records. They kicked you out, and they did amazing. What is this guy talking about? They did amazing after you were gone. What are you talking about, Dame? Oh my God.
Google it or no?
Yeah. 365. I wasn't mad. See, you think because I bring something up.
I'm having fun with you.
I'm having way more fun with you. I'm having way more fun with you. But I don't want you to have a bunch of Republicans on my door. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that. I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? So stop that shit.
We're going to be lobbying Dame Dash.
I knew once I saw the American flag, I said, oh, it's going to...
we love America,
so you're like one of those...
rather have an Iranian flag
I don't even care about that. Are you one of those obsessed kind of guys with this guy?
Which guy?
Trump.
No, I love America.
But motherfuckers are. I didn't ask you that. You don't. You know what I noticed, that I can't get a direct question out of people that love that guy.
No, nothing. What do you want to know about that relationship?
I didn't ask you your relationship.
I
said,
are you obsessed? Trump, right? This is what kills me too. Anybody who does like this particular thing that we do here, what I'm doing, we're obsessed with Trump. Are you? Is Stephen A. Smith obsessed with every NBA player because his job is to analyze them and speak truthfully about what they're doing? Is the news obsessed with everybody in America when they go to work and they talk about the things that are happening? No, this is just a field. It's a field that people are in, and people have made careers. People have made lives off of this. People have, become more financially stable because of doing this right here. So it's like, how can you say that you're obsessed just because that's your job? It's like, that's my job. I'm not obsessed with people who come to I work in a car dealership. I'm not obsessed with the customers who come in there because I want to sell them a car. That's just the job. That's just what we do. See, this is what we call TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. They think people who dig for the truth and point out the truth about all the things that are happening in America that are being used against Trump, that we're obsessed with Trump. No, we're obsessed with the truth. It didn't even have to be Trump. It could have been somebody else. And we'd still be doing the same thing because the media has made it so clearly and obviously that they're lying to you and me and all of us. So just that simple, bro.
With him, because this is an
No, I'm obsessed with my family, my dreams, our vision.
Let me speak. What I see that
we're about to get into a big argument.
No, we're not.
Dame, don't do this.
It's not an argument.
We're doing good.
It's not an argument.
I can see it.
It won't be good unless there's an argument.
Patrick's about to go now.
What I see are people obsessed with him, living vicariously through him from a certain social class.
Also, let's not pretend that the black community was not obsessed with Obama. Okay? Obama literally could do no wrong. Okay? Obama could do no wrong. According to the black community, this man was like Black Jesus. Okay? You can't point out one bad thing that Obama did to the black community without them getting all upset. Like, he's a human. You know what I'm saying? He's not perfect. Obama wasn't perfect by any means. He was probably one of the worst presidents we've had. I mean, I'm sorry. But God forbid you point out one bad thing Obama did, the black community gets in an uproar. You're not allowed to talk about it. So when he says, oh, you know, people obsessed with Trump, and bro, let's not act like it wasn't this. Let's not act like sure. We can say that there are a lot of people probably that are obsessed with Trump. Okay. But let's not sit here and act like you weren't going to black families' houses and they didn't have like a fucking shrine on the wall of Obama, like he was like the second coming of Jesus, because they did. And a lot of them still do it. He's not even in office anymore.
Sure.
And it's either they're really broke without teeth in their mouth, and usually not the brightest, and probably never voted until they had to do this.
Okay.
And then I see people that sometimes have a lot of money that want their taxes cut. And
what about me?
For me, the reason why I can't get involved, because there are certain things that I can't look away from. So
81 million of us, bro.
I don't get involved because, yeah, it might be in my best interest from the tax bracket I'm in when I have money to be a Republican. But I come from the 99%. But now I'm seeing a lot of the 99% of Republicans, and the whole Republican Party is completely different than it was before. You know,
what was it before, Dan?
Not everyone's wearing a suit at the Republican Party anymore. A lot of people don't even take showers. You know, there's no disrespect, but I don't want to say it like that, but sometimes you see them and they...
My nigga, did he just say what I think he just said? Did he just say that a lot of them don't take showers? Has he seen some of these Biden supporters? A lot of these people are like the straight up weirdest people you've ever seen in your life. Okay? A lot of these girls have underarm hair. Like, that demographic of Biden voters are so weird, it's not even funny. Okay? These are people who believe that like the climate is changing and that we should use less water. You shouldn't use as much water in your house. What do you think those people are doing when it's time to take a shower? This is why, like, you can't take people like Dave Dash seriously when they talk politics. He literally has no idea what the hell he's talking about.
I want to make sure you know I took a shower this morning.
You look like
part of the independent party.
But it be people that be like no teeth in their mouth that are just obsessed with this man. And then so I'm not mad at him because he hasn't ever really said nothing bad about me. And I was around him and his family, you know, and I ain't gonna. Again, it's like when you know people, you can't just diss them. I can't do that. You know, even if there's a problem with the rest of the public perception, if we were cool at one point, we're gonna be cool. But I just see that people are fanatical about him. That's all. And that is, to me, fanatical.
I think you're making a good argument.
Fanatical is problematic to me because whenever there's fanatical, whenever there's fanatical, there's always some bullshit that comes with it. It's a gray area.
I think the same could be said about Obama. Obama, people were fanatical about him.
Thank you. Yes, they were. There's still black people right now. You go to their house, they got a huge shrine up on the wall of Obama, like this motherfucker came from up above, when he probably came from down below. Let's be honest. This guy, Dame Dash, is clearly being one-sided as hell, okay? As a black person who supported Obama in 2008, I was too young to vote at the time, I believe. Yeah, I was too young to vote. I think I was. Or maybe I had just made the cut where I could vote, but I didn't. Because my 18th birthday was actually in October and the election was in November. So I didn't vote. But I was young. I was into other things. But I was obviously, as a young black kid, I supported Obama. Who didn't? Like, as a young black kid at that time, like, a black president? Oh my God, like, that's all I cared about. That's the only thing I needed to hear. Black president, he has to win. He has to win, that's it. He speaks so nicely. He dresses so elegantly. He's perfect. This is the perfect person. I look at that now that I'm older and I've done my research. Thank God I didn't vote for him.
Fanatic. Like he was Black Jesus for a lot of people.
No.
You know, they were.
Let me ask you a question.
He still is to this day.
If there was ever a president of America from Iran, do you know what that would mean for the people of Iran? Meaning that are from there to know that and someone from Iran could actually be a president, even if he was a bad or good president. I don't care what nobody says. For us as Black people, we never saw a Black president. It didn't matter if he was a good or bad.
Oh, I agree. You're taking it as a negative. I'm not saying it as a negative. I'm saying that guy was a hero.
I was saying that the fanatical part isn't. I don't see the fanatical part you're saying. And if you can compare the two, that would be a little suspect.
Oh, that's exactly. I mean, what you got from the left.
Wasn't nobody wearing hats and doing all this violence and rushing the motherfucking ticket. Well, come on, bro. He actually turned white people into Black people. That shit was funny as hell. He had motherfuckers breaking shit and running into stuff. That was a proper riot. Like, not only, and again, I'm not dissing the man, but I'm just looking at the circumstance. Not only did his whole crew.
What do you have against him? What did he do to you?
I don't have anything against him.
Why does he trigger you? Why do you get upset about Trump?
Why do you think I'm upset about Trump? You're trying to make that
because this he keep coming back 5-6 times.
You brought it up. You just brought up. That's to me. Trump is.
Tell me how I brought it up.
Listen, Trump is white Diddy.
Trump is white Diddy?
People talk about Trump all day long because he's
not a lot. What's being linked to Diddy is young boys. There's nothing about that with Trump is beautiful woman. Young boys with.
You're not hearing. See, you're not letting me.
Diddy is young boys.
Listen to what I'm.
Bieber video.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Living with him at
listen to what I'm saying.
These are concerning stuff.
For Black people, everyone is going to be talking about Diddy, for Puff right now. For white people, everyone's going to be talking about Trump. So Trump has the most charges out right now, so people are going to ask about him and talk about him. Diddy, Puff, has the most charges.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, okay, that's why I'm asking you. You're asking me about,
but
wait, no, it's not different. You asking me 30 questions about Puff, and me asking you 2 questions about Trump. Maybe the question is what you got against Puff.
I don't.
Why you keep asking me about him?
Because I think he was behind Tupac's murder.
So, but why you keep asking me? Why you?
Because Because if you really want to know,
why you asking me about him?
Because you're in the space. I'm not in the space.
Now that's racist. That's racist.
Are you kidding me? From 95, 96, when the guy.
Oh man, that's racist. I mean, he's simply asking because you shared a lot of years with some people who were very close to these people, clearly. And I would assume that you did a lot of business with Puff back then around that time frame. So that's why he's asking. But of course, it's always just racism.
Year is it now? It was 2025.
When Tupac died, 95,
that was 25 years. That was 25 years ago.
And that's who I'm talking to, the most qualified guys from that era.
I am not the most qualified guy from that era.
Come on.
I'm just Black in that era.
Dame, I'm asking
I'm from the East Coast. I'm not.
Brother, so you're talking 94, November 3rd,
I'm talking 2024 Trump.
I know. What I'm asking you
You're talking 2020.
1996.
1996 Puff.
Dude, 95, you guys started freaking Roc-A-Fella 96.
Yeah, I've been rolling for 30, 40 years.
Do you know who Greg Kading is?
No.
Greg Kading is the detective who was on the Biggie case and the Tupac case.
Oh, you back to that again.
Okay. So
it's so funny. Is that trending or some shit?
No, it's not. I'm telling you, like, listen, if you want to know who, I've interviewed everybody I can get my hands on with the JFK assassination. Yeah. I'm curious guy.
But I'm not that guy. I don't know.
I understand that, and now I know that you're not the guy. So I
never said I was the guy.
I'm heartbroken. You know, tonight
you're heartbroken because I can't tell you about
understand, man.
Because I was hoping to get more intel.
Yo, can you send me, you want to do an investment or something? You got...
Yeah, I said Patrick Bet-David is simply somebody on the outside of that culture looking in and just trying to figure out. He's trying to put pieces of a puzzle together. So he sees that Dame Dash did a lot of business with Jay-Z in the past, and they obviously did a lot of business with Bad Boy at that time. So all Patrick Bet-David knows is, well, at that time, you did a lot of business with the man. Y'all were close. That's the only reason why I'm asking you that. It has nothing to do with your race. Absolutely not. It's simple. You're in that space. At that time frame, you and him did a lot of business together. I am not in that space. I don't know a lot about that space. Therefore, I'm going to ask someone who I would assume maybe have some more insight into it than I do, or than most other people, probably. But listen, I don't think that. It's not like, but at the same time, though, Patrick Bet-David, obviously, I don't think that Diddy was running around, telling people, Tupac killed, just like no. I don't think that's what was happening.
300 million. Let's talk some business, B. I don't want to talk no gossip. I want to get some money. What we doing?
What are we doing?
You let me know. Send something over. I'll flip it. Pause. Send something over. What we doing?
You know
So
what?
if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click
you know what?
right here.
I'm not even mad at that last part, though. You know what? That's what we need more. Two people from totally different worlds coming together to do business and possibly help each other financially, which is, you know, you can never be mad about that, ever. Nobody should ever be mad about something like that, never. At the end of the day, we live in a world where money pays, you know, we need money for everything. So you can't be mad about that. I mean, it was an interesting video. Not too informative, but it just kind of shows where Dame Dash's head is at, though, because even though Dame Dash made it clear that he's not really like super duper against Trump, but it still goes to show you that even people that are not that super duper against Trump, or don't really have like a personal vendetta against Trump, or don't even necessarily want to talk bad about him, a lot of them still, though, kind of have like this small thing in the back of their mind that's kind of not letting them go all in and say, you know what, this guy's better at the job than the last guy. He's better. I'm sorry. He's better at the job. That's it. That's all. Okay, that's it. But I hope you guys like that video. Make sure you guys do me a favor. You subscribe, you hit the like button. Make sure you guys comment and you share all my videos, okay? It's another one. You know, from your favorite minority from the loud majority, touching base with the base. It's Louis Angel Lopez. You can call me Louis. You can call me Angel. You can call me whatever you like. It's up to you. Take care, guys.